So what do you think? Do you think that we can friction weld steel together to make Damascus steel? Welcome here to Tim the Blacksmith. So friction welding is when you basically spin a piece of steel against another one with pressure that it creates so much friction it heats up and forge welds. I messed around with a little bit in a couple videos ago, maybe like 4 weeks ago or something. Today we're gonna try using 1075 and 15N20, which is what we typically make Damascus steel out of. So we'll weld it, cut it, switch it around the material, do another weld, cut it, so we'll get these little slivers of the different material. I have no idea what the pattern is gonna look like, if it's even gonna work. Complete experiment, hoping it sends us into a place we've never been before. First problem of the day, this is it. 1075, it's a 2x1/8 flat bar. I'm just gonna make a billet up of the 15N20 and the 1075. We're gonna weld it together and just make it into round bar. Okay, got all the parts cleaned up and everything. So we're gonna start welding them together here. Oh, there's enough dust in this helmet to start a desert in there. Okay, here we go, first billet going in. Okay, so I got it all forged up here. There was no drama in that, which is super nice. So now we'll take on the 15N20. I love forge welding, it's so awesome. Over at the lathe, gonna start machining this piece of 1075. Two parts. So now we're ready to start into our project. That wasn't too hard, was it? Oh wait, I gotta cut that off. Hang on, I'm not ready. So I just cut them up, which hopefully isn't a mistake. So these are all the 1075 and this is the 15N20. Now we'll set up at the lathe and give this a shot. So this is the 1075 on this side and this is the 15N20 here. I face this off camera so both of these are good to go. So let's see how this all goes. I'm pretty excited right now. Pretty surprised how much harder the 15N20 was to weld to the 1075. The 1075 is this one here, and it did not mushroom up as much compared to the 1075. So just keep going and then see what happens. So I'm gonna make the first cut here. And we'll try that and, oh, that's really thick though, Tim. Man, that's thick. 3/8 from the seam to where I'm cutting. We'll try that on the first one. If it's terrible, then we'll go from there. Going to now put this back in right like this, and we will machine that clean, and then we're ready to take the second weld with other material. Okay, so that's faced off. and we're gonna take another weld. Oh, this is not what we wanted to have happen. A little bit unfortunate is my lathe is not running very true. That's pretty much the biggest understatement of the day. And so when I stop it and push with the play and out of center, you can see how crooked that's gone. And that'll be quite a problem when we get into the machining of it, but told you at the beginning of this video that the lathe was gonna hate my guts. I think I cooked the clutch. Don't be doing this. So that's the clutch in there. I'm gonna try tightening it up. I think I've actually broken something that it doesn't engage into reverse. I'm actually gonna start it up with the top off here. All right. It's actually possible that maybe it just wasn't in gear very well. I'm gonna just try this one more time. That's snappy. All right. Woo-hoo! It's not broken, Martin. I haven't killed it yet. They don't pay me enough for this drama. What I've done is I actually cut that last weld off as best I could. I'm gonna machine it down and we'll re-weld it because I was pretty convinced didn't get a good hold on that because the lathe kept spinning. This will be our fourth weld. The last weld for now, and take a look at it and see what we got. So I'm here to interrupt this program. I actually have to take this day and spend it all making axes. As of right now, hopefully I have axes available on my website, but right now in real life for Tim, we're not there. Let me show you what's going on. So these are axe handles that have been fitted to heads, ready to be, the handles to be shaped. Martin is doing the shaping of the eye. So that's what we're doing today. It's gonna be super short in the video, keep this short, but I'm gonna start with the heat treating over here. So yeah, we've actually been working on this more than just one day. This has been a large portion of the work we've done this month, but I wanted to quickly show you some of these axes. So right in front of me is 12 of the Hudson Bay style axe. You've probably seen this before. We've been making this for a couple months now. 24-inch hickory handle. The head is about 3 pounds. Each axe comes with a leather sheath. The head is forged from train rail from 1908. And each axe is stamped on the back with the serial numbers. But for the first time ever, we have some options for you. Let me show you what's going on over here. So over here we have the brand new Black Hawk hatchet. This is our first time making it and making it available. It's a 16-inch length handle made from hickory. It's just a natural toned, we do oil it, but it's just a natural colored hickory. The sheath is black for the Black Hawk. And then the head is made from 4140 tool steel. It's fully hardened and tempered. This is one sweet little hatchet. So we got 20 of them available right now, but there's more. So over here is an axe made in the Black Hawk shape, but from the 1908 train rail. So you're kind of getting the both of two worlds into one. So this is made from the train rail, stamped 1908 on the back, the year it was made, and then we're stamping the serial numbers on the back here. Each axe will come with the sheath. And the handle is 16 inches long. The head is around 2 pounds, give or take a little bit. I kind of just want to keep them all for myself, but gonna have to let them go. Here you can see the colors match really sweet. I gotta say, that is a cool combination of tools right there. Definitely like this a lot. Am I allowed to like it this much? Link is down below to my website. These are available right now. If you're interested in one, I would appreciate the support very much. And I'm gonna put these down, and then we are gonna jump back to this friction welded Damascus steel. Let's machine this down and see what it looks like. I'm just out here in the sun taking a closer look at it here, and I'm actually surprised that you can see, I would say, non-fused sections, like where the layers are, I guess. Obviously the one is there, but there's quite a few cracks. I don't know if I didn't machine it down enough, like past the flashing, or I gotta figure a better way to get that weld to stick. Maybe some purging or something, I'm not sure. Let's give it an etch and see what this looks like. This is so interesting. What I'm seeing is not at all what I expected. I'm seeing like just a massive mess of everything. Wow, this pattern is looking like garbage. I thought it would be more black and white, more crispy, you know? I thought there'd be, I don't understand why there's no contrast. All right, I'm gonna put it back in and we'll see what we can do here. You know how people always make like such a big deal out of coffee? Oh, it's gotta be just the right. I don't know what the deal is with that. I mean, coffee is just not that hard to make. You just take your beans and then you just take water and you just put it in like that. Got great coffee. I don't know what people are. Cheers, have a good one. No, I'm not gonna drink that. Oh, instant coffee. Oh. So I'm gonna use this to do the darkening, final etching on this part. That's why I make it so strong. Hopefully this is gonna work. I'm a little bit blown away by how it looks right now. It doesn't look very interesting at all. I'm having a bit of a hard time figuring out what's going on here because there's only one band that really looks clean or contrasting, like the 15N20. The 15N20 is the bright one. This is the first one I did, which was that bigger chunk, but then everything else here is dark. So I'm actually really not sure what's going on at all, except that doesn't look really that cool. That's what I know what's going on. What do I do? So that's 4 welds. I'm gonna stop there, we'll machine it down, but what I'm so stoked about is how much more and true this one was because the pieces were shorter. So it looks really good, and you can see I've got lots of material between each seam. So we really should see a contrast if there's anything going on here. Okay, I'm just gonna degrease this here in some soapy water. We'll let that sit for a couple minutes, and then we can toss it into the etch here. Okay, so we're degreased, we're going into the ferric chloride. This is brand new. All right, we don't need a big etch, we just need enough to know what's going on, so let's see that. Sweet. We are just gonna clean it up, and then I am gonna show you what is going on here. So it's definitely a little bit different than I was expecting. First off the bat, I'm really disappointed that there's not as much contrast between the layer. And I don't know if that's because I didn't get a good etch on it, I can't get it right, or if maybe because there's some kind of dilution process happening with this friction welding. If you look between each sort of weld zone, there is a brighter spot, like especially on this one you can see. And also on the edge, it's a little bit hard to see maybe here in camera, but there's a seam here. It's not a seam, it's where the heat, I guess, stopped, or it's been hardened different. So that's interesting too. Crazy too is that these lines going all over the place are from the original billet. And I don't know if that's because I poorly welded it, or if that's just always the case. It looks pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that to be there. It would be fun to try forging it to see if these seams break apart or if they stick, but thanks for watching. Don't forget to grab your favorite hammer and smash that subscriber button. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.